I'm back to work on the backyard golf course. I haven't really accomplished much in the last couple weeks here, but I do have a little bit more time coming up, and I really want to get this side cleaned up. Look at these weeds here. This was my nice topsoil that I spread last fall. I was so late, I didn't seed it, and I let it sit here like this, and now we've got a complete disaster zone. So I have to get this cleaned up all down this right side. I want to get some nice turf here, mostly so that we clean it up, and also we can get some more tee boxes sprinkled in here to give us more options going for these two greens here. And in a bittersweet note, I am sitting on the original location of the first tee box that I thought of doing here when this was an old gravel pit. There was no pond here. It was just an old abandoned gravel pit. 60 years ago is probably the last time this got shaped, and it just sat here since then. And I stood here and I thought to myself, you know what? This kind of looks like I could pull off a mini backyard golf course. And this grass right here, I spread some topsoil, I planted grass seed, Kentucky Bluegrass, I watered it with a watering can. We didn't live here then, this was an abandoned property. I'm gonna renovate this because this is really a key tee box. You got a great looking shot here down there, about 115 yards over the water. And I think it's gonna look great, but I'm a little bit sad because my 5-year-old grass here, which is barely hanging on, is going to get ripped up here pretty soon. I'm not sure if that mowing is going to do anything, but I think it might help me get this back to bare topsoil. There's a lot of weeds in here. I'm gonna see if I can get this ready to plant some grass seed. Looking a little bit better. I should have never let it get this far gone. It's terrible. Did not enjoy that at all, but we can start to see topsoil again, so getting close. Gonna let the sun beat on this, dry this out. I'm back. We're close to being able to put down some seed here. We've killed off the weeds. I'm just waiting for them to die off totally. Gonna come through, rip this all up, and then we gotta get to some topsoil. I have 2 piles of topsoil left over here. I purchased this stuff 4 years ago. It was a good price, it was close by, and this was a huge mountain of soil. I've used most of it, but now it's a weedy mess. So I want to get in the skid steer and pull it out, pull it away from the river. We have a really nice river view here that was just a bonus piece of property, and it's going to be a really nice tee deck here, and I want to clean that up soon. As I continue to work on the back 9 expansion on this side of the property, I'm trying to pinpoint some really nice locations for tee boxes. More tee boxes, the better here, from really nice angles. It's going to add to the golfing experience, keep things fresh. And I think I have a really good one that I've started to clear out on that side of the pond that's going to give us a pretty cool look hitting at both greens. I came in last night, started removing some trees and some brush here to open up some room to swing a club, because I think on this little point of the island, it's just such a cool spot. A little bit intimidating being almost right in the pond here. You can launch balls that way about 60 yards, and then the shorter greens maybe 45 yards that way. 2 good shots from the same tee deck, and that's what I'm really trying to do with this property. Maximize those tee decks, especially those ones that can go both ways, to keep things nice and fresh and fun. This area is pretty rough and gnarly, but I've mowed it down, and I think I'm just gonna bring the trimmer in, clean up this shoreline a little bit, truck some sand in and start to get a mat leveled off there. Got some buddies coming over tonight. I think we'll try this one out, see if it's perfect there. And then long term, I can work on getting a low maintenance grass seed down. I'm not going to get irrigation over here. Like, I'm almost done mentally with all this irrigation. So this stuff will kind of just be on its own. I'll mow it once in a while. I'm a turf guy. I'm a lawn guy. I like real grass. So these were always a turn off for me. They felt cheap, looked cheap, kind of looked like cheating. However, every hole here, you're basically hitting a high iron. I use 52, 56, 60. That's about all I'll use here. And those things are just shovels, taking out so many divots. If you play here on a weekend, I'd be hard pressed to start seed for the following weekend and get the tee boxes cleaned up. There would be just so much missing grass. It would be an eyesore, and it would also be a huge job. And honestly, after playing on them now for a few weeks, they're really not that bad once you get used to them. When you throw them down like this, yeah, they're lumpy, they're bumpy, they're no good at all. I have to get good bases under them, and then the ones that are on the actual turf, I'm going to cut them into the topsoil so that I can mow right around them. They're smooth and the base is firm. I think that's going to really help out. I've put down a couple wheelbarrow fulls of gravel, and I'm trying to just feather out this sand to fill the void. Hoping this works. This could only be temporary if it doesn't, but it seems firm enough. There we go. That's much better. Well, we can't build it and not take a shot from the new tee box, so here we go. First shot over the water. Oh, not bad. Check these greens out. They have matured nicely. Looking really good right now. Very good. Didn't bring my putter. Oh, love it. New tee box, looking great. And here's the shot to the smaller green. There's our tee box. Here's the green. So a nice look that way. How about these greens? I don't even like wearing my boots on them. They are looking so good. Love it. Finally, not even a year old, and these things have really filled in this year. Feeding them slowly, just spoon feeding them more often. The turf looks happy. I'm happy. It's fun to golf on. This place is really coming along here.
Early morning, and I'm going to give these greens a mow. It has been super hot and dry. We have had almost no rain in 3 weeks. The course is holding up. Like, it's alive. The turf is alive, but it is definitely not thriving and spreading and growing. This has been a tough 3 weeks here, but we got some dew on these greens. I love mowing in the morning. It's easy with the machine, slides across there, and it just looks cool. When you cut that dew off, it looks awesome. I am half asleep still, but nothing like an early morning golf green mowing to wake you up in the morning, and we'll get rid of some of that dew. Not a lot of grass coming off there. We need a little bit cooler weather and some rain for sure to get this bent grass happier than it is right now. Yesterday morning though, I did double cut it both ways. That is about the best cut I can put on it to get these greens as smooth as possible, because we did have a bit of a family gathering yesterday, and we were hitting it around, and there was actually a hole-in-one here. Caught me totally off guard. I thought I'd have to go almost a year to see a hole-in-one here on some of these longer holes, but yesterday it happened, and it was a true hole-in-one. It was from this deep mat. This is a good 120-yard shot. I haven't lasered it exactly yet, but I've wheeled it out, and it is 122 on the wheel on the ground. It was super cool to see. Caught me off guard, like I said. Did not expect to see one that quickly here. And no, I didn't get these mats sunk into the soil yet. That is definitely coming up here soon. I want to get them down tight. They're easier to play on, and they look a little bit better here. But since I didn't get that hole-in-one on camera, I am going to recreate it right now. Early morning golf swing. Here we go. Just hoping for the green. Maybe. Oh, good kick. I'll take it. It's early. I love these summer mornings here. They're just nice and calm, no wind. The birds are chirping. Pretty quiet around here. And we're actually approaching the 1-year mark from when I started to break ground here. So it kind of feels like we haven't, but this place has come a long way in less than a year. There's my shot. I will take that for sure. You can see where it came past here. I'm only maybe 20 inches away from the pin. I got a good kick out of the collar, so not a great shot, but I'll take that. I'm certainly getting good practice at repairing ball marks, and then I'm gonna get the mower out here and we're gonna mow this green. If you you want to get some exercise, just build yourself a backyard putting green. There's always things to do here. That looks really good despite having no rain for 3 weeks. It's looking good. It's got good color. This is Creeping Bentgrass 007 XL, and I seeded it the 3rd week of September last year. So it is not even a year old yet. It's got a nice roll to it. I don't know the speeds. I'm getting questions about the speeds of the green. I don't know yet. I'm cutting at 140 thousandths of an inch. I could probably go lower, but I don't want to stress this grass out in these hot temperatures. So later in the fall, I will do that. I have never top dressed these greens, and that's something that I have to do this fall. I'm kind of proud. We're at 140 here on the cut. It looks good. You can play golf on here, no problem. And really the shape and surface of this green is just what I was left with when I used that Toro Sand Pro late summer making these greens. So haven't really done anything to them, and they're looking pretty good. So what's next? Well, this topsoil that has been in the background of these videos all summer. This is the soil I spread last fall here when we built this thing, and I just ran out of time. I went right to freeze up with this bluegrass on the fairway that you see here. I didn't have time to do this, so I have to get that done. I've been talking about it long enough. It does take some time here now that I have to maintain the golf course to do the expansion. It's cutting into my time, I'll be honest with that. We got a lot of rock here, and if you remember, if you watch those videos of building this, I'm on a budget here, so I will someday show the exact price that this whole place cost. I'm proud of it because it's low, I think. Worked hard, tried to source the best price materials I could, and in doing so, this is the topsoil I got. It was just scraped off of a field. It wasn't separated, it wasn't sorted, it wasn't sifted. So I'm left with this stuff that I push with that power rake on the skid steer over there. So it takes me a little bit longer to get a nice fairway addition going here because of that reason. So it's so hot the next couple days, but I got to get out here and start picking rock, which is the worst job to do when you're building a fairway here. But that's next. I got to get the bluegrass seed down here. I got to get all my tee mats in. We've got a tee mat here. This is a really nice shot, and I will also later on, once this is all set up, I will show you every single golf shot on this course. I think we're going to get, once this is added onto over here, like I think I can do 18 here. I know I can do 14, 13, 15 in that area, so I'm definitely going to squeeze out 3 or 4 more to make it the round 18. But yeah, that's what we're up to. The one nice thing about dragging on this back 9 expansion that I jokingly call it is that I'm sliding right into very good planting grass seed weather. I went through the heat, or I'm getting through the heat now, so when we do get all of this down over there, it should be happier with the weather. So that is one thing with me dragging this on forever here. We're now back into some really nice grass seed weather.